The rumors were flying, the panic was real, and for a few terrifying hours yesterday, the people of Anambra and the entire political class in Abuja held their breath thinking that the Onwa of Anambra politics, Dr. Chris Ngige, had been kidnapped by unknown gunmen. But we are waking up this morning, Thursday, December 11, 2025, to a different kind of reality. A reality that involves the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and the detention cell in the Federal Capital Territory. The headline you saw is not a mistake, but it needs a major correction from the kidnapping story that first went viral. Former Governor of Anambra State and the immediate past Minister of Labour and Employment, Chris Ngige, has been arrested by the EFCC in Abuja. We are diving straight into this developing story because the confusion that preceded this confirmation tells you everything about the state of the nation. Just yesterday, Wednesday, December 10, social media went ablaze with reports that Ngige had been whisked away to an unknown destination. Given the attack on his convoy just a few weeks ago in Anambra, where his security aides were attacked and a woman was tragically killed, everyone assumed the worst. People thought the unknown gunmen had finally caught up with the former minister. Calls were flying to his family, his associates were in panic mood, and the political temperature in the southeast spiked. It looked like another high-profile abduction in a year that has already seen too much insecurity. But then came the clarification that changed the narrative from insecurity to accountability. His former media aide, Fred Chukwulobe, released a terse but explosive statement late Wednesday night to douse the tension. He basically told Nigerians, calm down, he hasn't been kidnapped, he is with the EFCC. Now, while being with the EFCC is safer than being with kidnappers, for a politician of Ngige's caliber, it is a different kind of nightmare. Chukwulobe's statement was specific. He said, I have been receiving calls in the past hour from friends and journalists seeking the veracity of the news. Dr. Chris Ngige is with the EFCC. He didn't give details on why he was picked up, but he confirmed that the abduction was actually an arrest by anti-graft operatives. So why is the EFCC holding the man who served as Buhari's Labour Minister for 8 years? While the EFCC has not yet released an official charge sheet as of this morning, we have to look at the files that have been gathering dust on their shelves. Sources are pointing to two major areas of interest. First, there's the ghost of his tenure as Governor of Anambra State. You might recall that there has been a long-standing dossier regarding the alleged diversion or laundering of funds earmarked for local governments during his time in Awka. We are hearing whispers of a report accusing him of involvement in the movement of over 46 billion naira. In 2025, the EFCC, under its current leadership, seems to be revisiting these cold cases with a vengeance. But the more recent and perhaps more dangerous dossier comes from his time as Minister of Labour. Remember the drama at the Nigeria Social Insurance Trust Fund, NSITF? That agency was a hotbed of controversy under his watch. There were allegations of contract irregularities, job racketeering, and massive financial mismanagement that led to public spats between Ngige and the agency's management. The ICPC had sniffed around this before, but it seems the EFCC has now taken the lead. If they are drilling him on the NSITF billions, then Ngige is in for a very long stay in that Abuja facility. This arrest is also significant because it follows a pattern we have seen intensify in December 2025. Just days ago, we saw the drama surrounding former Attorney General Abubakar Malami, who was detained over allegations of terrorism financing and the Abacha loot. We also saw former Aviation Minister Stella Odua being arraigned over 5 billion naira corruption charges. It looks like the Buhari Boys, the inner circle of the immediate past administration, are being systematically rounded up. Ngige is now the latest fish in the net. It sends a signal that the protection they might have assumed they had is gone. The current administration seems to be determined to show that there are no sacred cows, or perhaps, as critics might say, they are clearing the board for new political alliances. We also have to talk about the irony of the situation. Just weeks ago, late in November 2025, Ngige's convoy was ambushed in Anambra. He wasn't in the car, but his security details were hit. He came out then to say, I am not dead, I am alive, and blamed the attack on people trying to harvest guns or target his well-known driver. He survived the gunmen of the underworld only to be picked up by the gunmen of the state, the EFCC operatives. It's a twist of fate that would make for a Nollywood script. One moment you are dodging bullets, the next you are dodging questions in an interrogation room. The question now is, will he be released on administrative bail or will he spend the weekend in custody like Malami? The EFCC usually detains these high-profile figures when they have reached a critical stage in the investigation, often when they fear flight risk or interference with evidence. For Ngige, a man who is vocal, combative, and politically entrenched, seeing him silenced in his cell is a massive development. His aide promised more details later, which usually means the legal team is scrambling to secure his release. But if the Malami case is anything to go by, the bail conditions will likely be steep and the questioning will be rigorous. What do you think is really behind this arrest? Is it just a routine anti-corruption fight, or is there a political undertone targeting the old guard of the APC from the southeast? And do you think Ngige will be able to dance his way out of this one like he has survived so many political battles before? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's get the conversation going. And listen, if you want to be the first to know when the charges are officially read or if he gets released, you need to hit that like button right now to help this video spread. And more importantly, subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell. We are tracking the EFCC headquarters minute by minute, and as soon as there is an update on Dr. Chris Ngige, you will hear it here first. Don't be told the story later, be part of the news as it breaks.